break down, caving in to our doubts, faces filled with sadness. When words are said, we'll regret. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up for never letting go, said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way Let's go back, let's start again, to a place a long time ago when I kissed your lips. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up for never letting go, said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way. This is the hard way.
Let me feel your love again. Cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Let me feel your love again. Cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name.
Let me feel your love again. Cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place. Just the two of us and we can stay up all night. Kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be the someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my hand. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Be with you. Be with you. All that time away from you, I didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again. Just the two of us and we could stay up all night. Kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you.
caving in to our doubts. Faces filled with sadness. When words are said, we'll regret. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up for never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. Let's go back, let's start again to a place a long time ago when I kissed your lips. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up for never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way. This is the hard way.
Let me feel your love again. Cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Let me feel your love again. Cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name.
Let me feel your love again. Cause I've been running round in circles, screaming out your name. Take me to a different place. Just the two of us, and we can stay up all night. Kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Be with you. Be with you.
Vivaldi in Portuguese. Oh my god!
Damn! Yo, yo,
This
yo,
guy, dude.
yo!
Oh,
He's acing it! He's acing it!
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. Only one country to take it all, to show the others who is truly the king of Nordic.
You can qualify into the King of Nordic by visiting one of our partners. Sweden, SwedishProLeague.se. Finland, CSGOfinland.fi, Denmark, esport.dk, and Norway, gamer.no. This match is brought to you by Cooler Master.
5LD in Putegiri. Oh my god!
Damn! Yo!
This guy, dude.
Yo! He's acing it! He's acing it!
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. Only one country to take it all, to show the others who is truly the King of Nordic.
You can qualify into the King of Nordic by visiting one of our partners: Sweden, SwedishProLeague.se; Finland, CSGOFinland.fi; Denmark, Esport.dk; and Norway, Gamer.n.
One look and I breathe. One touch feels skin deep. A picture perfect, underserving. Everything will probably go in and out, one thought, and we break. Airborne as we face misconceptions, picture perfect, a balanced blend, and some pretend. In and out. Get me through all the layers of you. Get me through. In and out. We collide, we break down, caving in to our doubts.
It's 5LD in Putegiri. Oh my god!
Damn! Yo!
This guy, dude.
Yo! He's acing it! He's acing it!
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. Only one country to take it all, to show the others who is truly the King of Nordic.
You can qualify into the King of Nordic by visiting one of our partners: Sweden, SwedishProLeague.se; Finland, CSGOFinland.fi; Denmark, esport.dk; and Norway, gamer.no. This match is brought to you by Cooler Master.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Swedish qualifiers. I'm going to remove this text that I have right here on screen. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm not here alone. I do actually have my co-caster from yesterday. If you guys have forgot who that is, I will bring it up right here. If it works. Yes, there we go. Insanity is here with me once again. Dude, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me. Only here for a brief time this today.
Yeah. But it's helping me. You can hear my voice. It's been some hype from the previous qualifiers. Let's say that. Let's not say I'm sick. Let's put it in the right way. One Knas kastade den upp. Jajamän. He's in the game, so he's probably can't hear me, but he's One Knas in chat is Greger05. Just so you know, Insanity. He is he's I'm not sure if he was 14 or 15 years old.
All right.
Yeah, and looks like a up and coming player that could really shake up the Counter-Strike scene in Sweden, at least. It reminds me a lot about Brollan.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's always fun with up and coming players, especially when they're that young as well.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's see. It's going to be a push here towards the B side. Well, obviously, the CTs are going to be prepared for that, but the question is if they're going to be able to find the frags. It's actually going to be Hugo being able to find two now. It's going to be looking for that third as well. Meanwhile, the bomb has been planted. Rale's going to be going in to try to get the first frag. Only going to be able to do a little bit of damage. The same goes with Dope, actually. Not connected to bullets, but it does get a second chance. As picks off Orang, or Alagars, is going to be able to find the trade once again. 2 versus 1. This is actually in favor for Little Mix. Once again, Little Mix talents picking up the pistol round.
Pretty default pistol round. I'm impressed by the CT. That's a really quick retake, and obviously they didn't have a kit, so they were forced to play it quick. They hit their shots, they get the retake done. Fairly default pistol from both sides, but Lil Mix definitely hitting their shots at the start of the game.
Yeah, and the interesting part here as well is that obviously a lot of people, I think even you from Norway recognize Lil Mix. But it's like Lil Mix Talents is kind of like... Okay, if you were to be hearing the name Lil Mix Talents, would you think it's like an academy team, or would you say that it's more like, you know, the people behind Lil Mix, the management talents?
I would think like an academy team.
Okay, then it's only me then, because me and Kron actually had that talk. I was like, talent, it kind of feels like a wrong word for me. Like when you're on screen, when you're a caster or a host for like a production, that's a talent for me. But I don't know, I might be stupid, or just, what's it called? Damaged from work. Can you call that?
I mean, I definitely see your point here, but I would maybe just phrase it academy. It would make a lot more sense. But yeah, I mean, talents work, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it is that you wanted a little bit cooler name instead of academy team because it doesn't sound good, you know? It might be that, I don't know. Oh, he's actually chasing him with a knife there. And it is going to be Cat getting that frag. Greger is going to be able to find the 2 last remaining stars there as well. Viken and Algars. And Overpass, that's actually our first time I can ask you about that map as well. We've been talking about Train, Dust 2, and Rush. But your opinions on Overpass?
Overpass is a bit of a tricky one to call. I mean, both teams that pugs and do like set plays can work. CT has played in very many different ways, so it's going to be exciting to see how they deal with this, both on the CT and the T side. I think con and especially mid is like an area of contention. Whereas if the B defense is weak, it can be exploited for easy wins for Terror. But so far, it looks like a fairly decent setup for both teams. I would still grant this as a CT-sided map.
Yeah, me too. But well, yeah. I mean, obviously, like I would say, like maybe 55-45, you know, for the CTs. But because I know that the terrorists, they have such a good opportunity to actually go for these quick rotations throughout the map. And I think that is something that's obviously the CTs can rotate rather quick as well. But if we're talking about the standard setups for CTs on this map, is that you probably want at least one, maybe even two towards toilets. If you want to be careful and you're expecting an A push, you might be, you know, splitting them up. But that also means that you have one on long, one by toilets. So the rotation time is still going to be taking a little bit longer. So in my opinion, you know, the terrorists can really make huge plays. And not only that, but I mean, faking from the B side up towards A with smokes and shit. I think that is also something that goes in favor for the T's.
I definitely agree, and the rotations are definitely a factor. We see a quick B play coming in here, going down for the first kill, getting sight hit, kills coming in all over the place. That's going to be a quick cleanup round. Not that much invested from the CD side. But as you mentioned, I mean, rotations, yes, fakes from T's can have major effect here if they manage to pull rotations early, get some free info in that sense. It's more the fact that there's a couple of choke points and CTs have the options of playing aggressive and also just going for info that kind of tilts it in the slight favor of CT. However, I do agree. I mean, terrorists could have really good sides on this map as well.
Here we go, Cav with the AWP is going to be able to find a first frag, even though it was completely wide in that situation. It took a chance, and Head is just going to be taken down by throwing down a Molotov now just to force the CT out of his position, but there's no CTs in that position. And interesting here as well as we see Little Mix actually setting up with the three members towards the B side. Usually you'd like to have at least one on balcony, so you could go for that quick rotation just in case. But also, I would rather say that it's kind of easier for the CTs to give up the A side rather than B, just because that there's so much more angles you need to keep track on the B side. Meanwhile, on A, you do know that obviously if they're planning towards toilets, they're either going to be standing towards toilet or short, so you kind of know how that retake would end up, all depending on your execution as well. But B is a lot tougher. There's so many angles for the terrorists in an after plan situation to just nail down the CTs. But it looks like we're going to be having an A push here in Sanity. We do, however, have one player towards B, Orang actually, a little bit late to the party, but here comes the push as well towards A.
It's going to be quick here. Rella gets the first one. That's going to secure the bomb plan, as you say. It's going to be a toilet one here. It is narrowing down the amount of angles for the retake. 4v4, definitely a viable retake here. What the major problem or the major cause of concern right now is the fact that there is no kit on the CT, and it looks like they acknowledges this and just goes for the save. Probably a right call here, because they would have had to play it real quick and maybe walk through utility and stuff from terrorists, which is never a good solution. But Terror trying to make it expensive here. Orange get one. It's going to peek up. Get one more. Gets taken down, but does massive damage towards the Little Mix economy here. Going to be having some ripple effects in the following rounds as well.
Yeah, indeed, Dope and X-Spawn just saving their weapons for the next upcoming round. Terrorist is not going to be chasing, even though they do have a lot of money. They could have actually gone for it. And yeah, with the economy situation now for Little Mix, obviously the AUG and the AK, they're probably going to be splitting them up, maybe even holding down the A side. Rest of them might be going towards B. It looks like it's almost going to be what I expected it to be. They're actually going to be splitting up the weapons. So with the AK now towards mid, and they're going to be going quite aggressive. And here comes the push as well towards the B. It's Viking coming in first of all. Gets the first kill. It's going to be taken down from Cat. Algars finds the trade. Dope now with the AUG. It's so important for him to be able to find a couple of frags. He's also going to be able to find two. Here's X-Spawn together with Gig, and it's going to be coming in late to the party, but it doesn't really matter. X-Spawn does find a frag. They're onto Orang. That means that it's all down to Ralle now with the 1-on-2.
Such a great round from Little Mix here, taking the double AK kills, and especially Dope being strong with that AUG and the push itself, actually making it work. The aggression on the mid, I expect, is to get some form of information so that you can eventually try and get those two rifles together, and it pretty much works out as they would, or we're hoping for, the AK coming into the fight slightly late, but still coming into the fight during it. And yeah, I mean, great hold by Dope, getting those two frags, almost getting a third, but shutting down the terrorists where they stand.
I really believe that if there were to be the Prem gods actually pushed towards mid at that round, I think they would have got the round without any big problems. Because, you know, you get those two frags, there's going to be rotation coming up from B. Again, on A, it's going to be tough for the CTs to try to retake it, because when you have the made or more amount of players on the T side on an A take, it's going to be tougher, especially when you don't have the money or you don't have the weaponries on a Little Mix for that sort of retake. So I think Little Mix pretty happy about that B push happening from Prem Gods first of all, but now are going to be trying to go quite aggressive here towards A, and it looks like X-Spawn is going to be looking for that frag, not going to be able to connect the bullet, and that is very unfortunate, but does get a second chance, however. Gets the frag around to Algars, and now X-Spawn is going to be just holding once again. He does have a terrorist coming up from behind, but Griega is there and holding it dead. This is exactly what Little Mix is good at, making sure to get each other's back and just help each other out. Such an important play, especially here, and now the bomb is very far back. We saw it so many times before yesterday in Sanity. Now it's all down to him, 1-2.
Going to be making his way down here to be with the AK in hand. It's going to be a rifle AWP setup from the CT. Makes the retake slightly tricky. Might even see the AWP player picking up a rifle on the way down. However, they do have some utility to work with, and especially Hugo now with the def kit as well. Do not need to rush down. See the rifle pick up here. This is going to be exciting. Swedish does definitely need to get that first frag and then start playing time. He needs to isolate that 1v1, which might be really tricky.
Yep, he's still waiting, however. Managed to get a bomb, but gets it first now. It's going to be Hugo looking for that frag. Eventually, it's going to be able to get it. It's going to be 4-3. Still, it's a lot of damage being dealt, and Prem Gods obviously not going to be having any problems to go for a buy, but if they don't start winning a couple of rounds now, I would say that the economy is actually pretty even between the two teams. 20,000 and I think it was 25,000 or something on Prem Gods. So it's actually pretty equal when it comes down to it. Hello, Wilsor. Welcome in, dude.
Yeah, I would agree. The economy is really low for both teams, which we could make an argument at least for favors the terrorist side. So, I mean, Little Mix definitely with the pressure here. They do need to pick up this round or it is going to be an eco. We can see a lot of pressure being applied to be short here, just taking map control so far, then probably going to re-establish and maybe execute.
Here we go. Might be expecting that somebody's going to be inside there, and just indeed it does manage to get it first. He's going to be taken down. No rotations coming in from Griega or anybody, but we do, however, have X-Spawn going quite aggressive here. It's actually through playground already, going down to come up from behind. Here we go with Hugo once again. Finds a second. Now we're going to be looking for a third as well. Knows that there's an opera there, but X-Spawn comes up from behind. Algars is going to be taken down. Not going to be any problems for him. Leaves only Vike, and I do believe they have information on where he is. Yep, not going to be any problems. 5-3. Little Mix still going to be facing off against decent weapons, though, if they decide to go for a force buy here, Prem Gods. I would almost like them to actually go for a quite an aggressive buy and just push mid.
Yeah, I agree. An SMG buy here, either through con or just straight out mid, might really work here. Overrun that off and just take the site. You know, I think that is going to be basically what we're seeing here, but I would have definitely invested into some SMGs.
Yeah, I mean, they do have the economy to do it. I mean, both Ralle and Viking, obviously, if you want to go for an AWP, you could just go for the one. But at the same time, I think they could have worked out better. Take a look at Griega. One Knoss being able to get 3 kills in that situation. Spawn with the AWP does get the first one. And now Insanity's going to cast.
CK pushing up, going for the last frag. They only have the deagle. At this point, Little Mix just need to survive, make it so that it's not too expensive here. Got to make sure not to lose any more guns than they actually do need to. However, Ral is going to find 1. I mean, that's 2. Prem God's probably going to be happy with that round. Doesn't invest into SMG, still get 2 players. I mean, yeah, it's a good round so far.
Yep. The thing is that when X-Spawn and I think it was Griega going quite aggressive out towards mid there, just figuring out early that Prime Gods is actually going to be pushing mid. That means that they can actually give the information for the teammates as well. All of a sudden, the rotation comes in, and they're going to be having a lot of CTs there. I think it would, if it were to be that they bought perhaps at least one SMG or something for that round, I think they could have got at least 3, maybe even 4 francs, because they would have been a little bit quicker. But as you said, again, just a good round that Prem Gods is going to be happy about. I don't think they are going to be seeing it as a bad situation overall. Just getting 2 francs with only deagles, basically. Now, though, however, they're going to be going for a full buy. We do have 3 smokes and that they're going to be able to play it. 3 Molotovs as well. 1 grenade, 2 flashes. And they're very spread out. Where we talked about it a lot yesterday, it's that you really would like to go for these trade frags. You need to have somebody going for the trade frags. And I kind of feel like Overpass is such an important map for trade frags.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's one of those maps where you either work, as I said, in like the pugging style of just trading each other out, or you do like proper set plays. The default we're seeing here, we can see that it's risky. I mean, so far they traded 1-for-1 advantage now terrorists, but if you look at the map, they have no map control. However, finding the entry into A, we're going to probably see them accelerate a bit here. Gregor, what can you do on long? Smoke is down. Push is already quite deep onto site. They have very little info here. Gregor actually being behind. Cat going down, but gets 1 for his effort. Gregor now from behind, getting 2. What a good flying through the smoke. Off going to be swinging, missing his shot. Actually gets Hugo here. It's a 1v1. Both players have info of the opponents. Goes for a flash. Do not peek. The orb is being hold. Yeah, that's touchy. Holding the angle. Misses. Gregor. Here's the bomb. Swings the corner. Has full info here. It's just going to come down to that 1 bullet. Gregor takes it. Amazing round from the CT. That push through the smoke really won them that round.
That he actually was that bold to actually not reload his M4. I think that's nuts. That shows us what the 14-year-old can do. It's like, I don't need many bullets. Give me 1 mag and I'll pick up 3 members. Oh, only have 2 bullets left, 1 bullet left. I don't care. I'll get him. Confidence on a high level, but that is perhaps something that you expect from Little Mix as well. I mean, Little Mix is not a bad organization. They're obviously very, very talented player, both in the A team, but also in the B team. Little Mix, however, just like MXD yesterday, have not been able to go to the King of Nordic finals. So that's something they're striving for. We did also in the bracket have the current, the previous Swedish team that was on the throne for 3 weeks. But I think they lost their game in the semifinals now. So we have some really decent teams here in the Swedish qualifiers.
It's always exciting when you have good teams meeting each other here.
Yeah. Especially in the qualifier. It's like you don't see it that often. Alright, 3 versus 2. Olgars and Viking. They do have the bomb on site, but Cat, yeah, it's not going to be any problems. I just need to find out his name once again here, just so I can say who is actually Lachar. Lachar is Cat, just so you guys know. Tough situation here for Olgars. 1 on 3, I think. I mean, they don't have the economy. Should he really go for this? It's 35 seconds left, and it's a 1 on 3.
It's one of those calls that's kind of tricky to make here, whether you should go for it or not. I mean, I don't think they were intending to buy this round anyway if they lost the previous round. So you can make an argument for any damage is good. And as we can see, a lot of the CT players are low on the economy part of things. So I don't know. It's a bit of a 50-50 call. I probably wouldn't have gone for it, but I can see a reason behind it.
Yeah. Well, at this point, we're going to be seeing a great grenade being thrown here from Hugo. Goes in for 1, 2, and almost a third there. It's going to be taken down from Orang. Meanwhile, he's actually on a massacre here as he picks up 3 members. And not only that, but Rale's been able to get 1 as well. All of a sudden, 1 versus 1. Orang could pick up the ace here. Has 4 kills to his name, but it still knows that Abam is going to be in a very awkward position for himself. X-Spawn is ready for the push to happen. He's just going around the corner now, going to show the peeking. And there's actually a lot of damage being dealt here as well. He's going to be pushing. Not sure if this is a position he would like to be in, X-Spawn. Just needs to wait for him to push. He needs to pick up the bomb. Just play it safe. You don't have to be there. Oh, well. That was a close one. Close call.
It's a really strong round from Prim Gods off the back of Orange there. Getting the 4 kills for the AWP. Going for the no-scope at the end, I can understand his reasoning. He knows the other one's full HP. He has the AWP. It's 1 bullet. At that close range, probably just go for the deagle anyway, so it's easier to react. But really good round from Prim Gods, everything considered. And again, economy-wise, look at the buy. We even have a scout on the CT side.
Who is Greger and why is he level 2 on Faceit? Greger is 1 Knoss. As far as I know, plays for Little Mix Talents. He's been playing mostly Esportal, so you can just go and search him up there. 1 Knoss. With a number 1 Knoss. So he hasn't been playing a lot of Faceit. That's why he's level 2. But you can see most of his statistics on Esportal. So he's not a suspect. We've been triple checking that one.
Gotta say, I'm impressed here by Hugo. I mentioned the scout pickup even gets 2 for his efforts with the scout here. Got Cat close to the smoke. Gonna be a double pick from the Prem Gods. Cat actually gets 1-for-1 trade. That's good in that position. However, Viking gets 2. Gets taken out eventually though. That's another round. That's 10 on the board for Little Mix. Really running away with this half.
Yeah, once again, we talked about it yesterday again. Prem Gods needs to take a pause. Need to scout for opponents for Friday, you know? True, Blumen. True. Very true. He's a very talented player. But we have a really good Swedish bracket though, so I'm not sure if Little Mix is actually going to be going all the way. I guess we just have to wait and find out, but until then, this is just the quarterfinals. And as I was saying, I'm not here alone as well. Insanity is here with me. Make sure to follow him on Twitter, InsanityTGTV. Oh, he's in a really good position, but he's not going to be able to use that position to be able to help his team out. Only going to be able to do a lot of damage here towards the Ralle, but it's not going to be enough. Bomb is going to be going down, and this retake, I gotta be honest, it should, even though they get the frag, it looks like it's gonna be fair for the CTs because they have Grega coming up from long as well. Insanity, this is a 3 versus 2 now.
Goes quickly on the side here for Little Mix. Even just 1 left now, swinging Grego from behind, as you mentioned, gets the frag as well. Gets the defuse, that's 11, and I mean, you mentioned timeouts. I think the timeout should have been out on the board 5 rounds ago.
Yeah,
because right now they're so far behind. Even if they get the final round, bringing it up to 11-4 half, that's a pretty bad half for a terrorist side on Overpass, as you mentioned.
Yeah, but that's also the beauty about Overpass, in my opinion. Like a team that is really not okay. I wouldn't say really bad. Prem Guns are doing economy damage. Otherwise, it would have been 60,000 on every single player. But this is the beauty of Overpass. Next half might be completely different.
Oh, I definitely agree. And if you take a quick look at the scoreboard and just hovering how many people actually survived, I mean, this game is a lot closer than what the scoreline would indicate, with a lot of rounds, just 1 person being alive. But the thing with Counter-Strike, close is not going to get you rounds. You do need to get it over the edge.
Oh, Hugo almost being able to get a couple of frags there in favor for himself now, though. It's actually going to be most of the CTs not on the B side. We're going to be rotating in, but Algars is going to be able to find Gregade as well. All of a sudden, it's a 2 versus 1. This is a round Prem Gods wants to pick up. Obviously, they're not going to be having a lot of HP. Dope is actually dropped down, and I'm not sure if they actually saw that happening. Here he goes with Dope, getting a first one, looking for a second as well. Should be expecting where he is going to be. Oh, he's playing it. This is pretty smart, though, however, Dope. Still just waiting. Algars is going to be waiting as well with the AWP. This is a time where the terrorist needs to be extremely patient, which he's not, and Dope is going to be able to pick up the 12th round. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the first half. Little Mix dominating here on Overpass. That also means that I do have something to talk to you guys about. Yep, we do have a giveaway going on right now with Cooler Master, where you can win an Master Liquid ML240L V2 RGB cooling for your CPU. Fill in the blank contest. You can win this beautiful Master Liquid by competing in this poem. Air is silver, water is gold, but cooling with blank might be a bit too bold. Have you thought of anything yet, Insanity?
No, I got the ice cream one. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that and don't want to push my creativity any further.
Yeah, it might be a bit too bold. I'm just kidding. Here we go. That is going to be Cat being able to find the entry here, as they're going to be looking for even more. Actually, the bomb plant is, again, looks in favor for Little Mix, but here comes a CT from behind. Might be able to do enough damage to take a lot of terrorists down. 3 versus 2. They have the information about 1 being towards T-Cross, 1 being towards construction or short, whatever you want to call it. Now they just have to wait, and Hugo is a little bit impatient here. He's going to be doing a little bit of nip with damage, or whatever you want to call it. Now it's all down for Rale, and Greg is going to be able to find him. This pistol round was very important for Prem Gods. This could actually be the end already, Insanity.
I mean, that's a rough start to the half, and the question here for Prem God's got to be, do we just force it at this point? We're so far behind. Do we just try to break him? It appears that this is just going to be an eco going for that long sweep on the reverse here. Gotta respect that, but a lot of teams would probably invest here just because the scoreline is so different.
Very sure. They're going to be pushing towards Long here. Little Mix talents. And that is an area we didn't see Prem Gods using a lot. Long, is that overrated? Underrated? I don't know.
This game, I definitely think it's been underrated, as we see here. But it is risky, and Prem God's making them pistols work. And Little Mix only with 2 left. Granted, both of them are rifles. That being said, Prem Gods do pick up a couple of SMGs, definitely improving their damage potential here. It's going to be a rough one. This is all going to be up to Hugo with the flank. The question here is Prem Gods going to be expecting this?
I am not sure. Cat needs to draw attention, that's first of all. Oh, they actually do get 2 kills quite early as well. Bomb is in an awkward position here for the terrorists. Prem Gods is going to be able to hold it. You can actually see Viking going for a little bit of a cheeky play here, actually going around all the way towards Long. Leaves only Hugo as well, as Headish finds the kill here on the Cat. Does find it first. The other one is going to be unknown, though. Hugo has not cleared off Long yet. And it looks like he might be deciding to go for the bomb plant here instead. Actually, as it turned, back turn against him. And here's Viking. Oh my god! Oh my god, that was close!
Definitely not the time you want to switch guns. I think like that was a bit of a risky move there. Definitely wanted to wait for the bomb plant, but I mean, yeah.
I thought competitive Counter-Strike players did have the auto pickup off.
Wait, was that an auto pickup?
It kind of didn't it look like it? Wasn't that a really bad timing to actually put up an SMG?
I mean, yes. I didn't think about that. Yeah, very true. That might have been an auto pickup. Yes, people should have that to say.
I just found it to be a very strange situation to pick up an SMG at least. Here we go, though. Little Mix has been able to pick up Deagles here, obviously, for this round. Viking in a good position gets 1. Hexbon does have an M4 there to work with. Greg is going to go aggressive here towards the A side. Might be able to challenge the CT standing around the corner, and that's going to be Algar's taken down. All of a sudden, the bomb is going to be in the possession here for Viking. Throws down a Molotov just to make sure that no one's going to be able to pick it up just for now. But at the same time, all of the players are very spread out.
Oh, we see the long hit. Gregor actually gets Viking, and that's a peculiar kill. And it also gets a bit of a weird situation here because Prem Gods is not in a place where they can actually defend the bomb. Needs to go all the way back. Is now basically playing this blind as well as being up against 2 people. For all we know here, Hugo might even pick up the bomb, go long, grab a gun, and at that point, Little Mix is going to be really, really deadly. Prem Gods, the aggression was nice. I think it was it could have been a bit more coordinated, and right now, T-Dish not in a very good place.
Nope. And this smoke as well out towards toilets is definitely going to be able to sell the fake as well. As yeah, you can see on the minimap, this is actually turning back once again now. Or is he in the balcony? He's actually on the balcony. He does find a first frag, but Giga is going to be able to react in time. 14 rounds on the board here. We're closing in on what could be the match point for Little Mix. Prem Gods, well, it just doesn't look like they are having the best of nights, so to speak. I do believe, however, that they've played no, they got a VO. Okay. Yeah. Get a knos. Yes, all of them. Yes.
I think we can sum this game up pretty much for Prem Gods in the whole, you know, close, but not enough. It's been a really close game, and it just, so far, not been enough to push it over the edge.
Very Archer. Here it is. Olgar's being able to find Gideon as well in leg spawn. Now it's all down to Hugo and egg spawn. They do have the AKs, but Viking also a very perhaps not famous opper, but the people know that he likes to play op, and there's a good reason to why. Does find the first frag immediately as X spawn goes down. Now they're looking for that second. Still gonna be able to get some information here for Hugo. Goes in for the bomb plant. They're not gonna be going aggressive, or actually they did kinda. Needs to reload. Ooh, that's a good flash. Oh, he actually gives him the opportunity, but here comes Viking with the AWP. You were talking about it yesterday. I'm just referring to everything yesterday. If you want to guys see that, you can go into our VODs. But an AWP in a lineup, even though it's just an eco or perhaps even upgraded pistols, and you do have an AWP that can switch everything up.
Yeah, I mean, the AWP's a very impactful kind of gun, especially if the opponent decide to run into the AWP, which they didn't in this case. Questionable decision, but yeah, it's kind of a rough way for Little Mix to lose that round. Definitely think they could have gotten a bomb plan at least. That being said, though, they are forcing here with upgraded guns and Kevlar. Olgars takes out Cat on long, and that's a 4-player now. It's going to be a rough push, but it looks like A is going to be the target, at least for the starter of this round.
Indeed. Dope. Now getting ready to be the first one going in. Do they have any utilities? Yes, they do. 2 smokes, 1 flash. Here comes the first flash, at least, to go aggressive. Elgars is going to be missing his first bullet. Needs to go into safety. Meanwhile, going to be attacked. Rang and Elgars is going to be able to find a couple of frags here. Krieger finds the trade as well. All of a sudden, no scope comes in from Elgars. Very, very important frag. But now, Gideon has an AK. He does have the bomb. He's a 1-on-3. People know Knoss for being a very, very talented player. I wouldn't be surprised if there actually going to be a clutch coming in here from Knoss.
It's going to be a tricky one at that, though. Holding the angle, waiting for that AWP. You definitely want him to peek, probably realizing that's not going to happen. Does need to initiate the contact himself here. As he might, the AK, I mean, it's 1 bullet to the head. That's a kill, so anything can happen here. Gregor going for the peek. Doesn't actually get the kill. Viking takes, and that's 6 on the board for Premgod. It's definitely starting to make still to say combat, but they're making it an indent in the leaderboard, and so far looking pretty good, making even low buy rounds really work for them here. Looks like they're playing a lot more like a unit on the CT side.
Yeah. I wish I just saw that on the T side as well.
Yeah, I agree. It's like tendencies that should have been there on the T side, and it wasn't. Now they look like they've awoken, but maybe a bit too late.
Here we go. That's a great shot from Dope. Obviously got some help there from its teammates, but Viking's going to be coming up from behind now. Actually, there's 2 players, Rang as well, and that's going to be a lot of damage being dealt to Viking. Goes down to 1 HP, dude. Gregan and Dope, they could do this together. They're going to be going quite aggressive here as well. Dope needs to find a frag early here, and it looks like he's going to be able to do so. Yes, indeed, that's a very, very, very good frags coming in for the T's, as it all turns down to be a 2 versus 2. And Dope, there's actually a defuse happening, and he will be able to get him. Last one, 1 HP. Gregor finds the frag, 15 rounds on the board. That is match point, ladies and gentlemen. But it does not feel like it is going to be a 16th round coming up.
Bit of a weird round. Premgod's probably losing out a bit there. It's tricky. They lose an AWP and bank, and that they just lose the flank. And when you lose the flank, it's so much easier for the terrorists to read. And great frags coming in, stopping the defuse. Yeah, I mean, Little Mix also looking solid.
I definitely agree. As for now, it looks like we're going to be having Griega getting the first frag. Yes, indeed. Might be looking for that second frag as well, as he's waiting for an opportunity to take a peek, and that is going to be a second frag on the board. Now going aggressive as well. Cat finds another entry. Griega once again. Oh, he's actually going to be taken down this time, though. Ralehu does have the farmers to work with. It's going to be taken down from behind. They do have the information about the last remaining CT as well. Not going to be any problems here for the terrorists to go in for the bomb plant. It is going to be another round. And a win coming in from Little Mix talents here as well. Level 2 warrior. Yep, indeed. Yes, indeed. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the first game. Quarterfinal, and it's Little Mix moving on into the bracket, and they're going to be facing off against a team that actually won against the previous 3-week King of Nordic roster. So that was pretty interesting to find out. We are going to be taking a short break. When we are back, we're going to be having the semifinals joining up, and we're going to be following Lil Mix. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
By Valdi. Oh my god!
Damn! Yo! He's acing it! He's acing it!
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. Only one country to take it all, to show the others who is truly the King of Nordic.
You can qualify into the King of Nordic by visiting one of our partners: Sweden, SwedishProLeague.se; Finland, CSGOFinland.fi; Denmark, Esport.dk; and Norway, Gamer.no.
One look and I breathe. One touch feels skin deep. A picture perfect, undeserving. Everything will probably go in and out, one thought, and we break. Airborne as we face misconceptions, picture perfect, a balance blend and some pretend. In and out, get me through all the layers of you. Get me through. In and out. We collide, we break down, caving in to our doubts. Faces filled with sadness.
When words are said, we'll regret. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up for never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way to better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way to better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way to better. Let's go back, let's start again to a place a long time ago when I kissed your lips. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up for never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way. This is the hard
Let me feel your love again. Cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Let me feel your love again. Cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name.
Let me feel your love again. Cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place. Just the two of us and we can stay up all night. Kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Be with you. Be with you. All that time away from you, I didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again. Just the two of us and we could stay up all night. Kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand.
By Valdi in Potegri. Oh my god!
Damn! Yo, yo,
This
yo!
guy, dude.
Yo! He's acing it! He's acing it!
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. Only one country to take it all. To show the others who is truly the King of Nordic.
You can qualify into the King of Nordic by visiting one of our partners. Sweden, SwedishProLeague.se. Finland, CSGOFinland.fi. Denmark, esport.dk. And Norway, Gamer.no. This match is brought to you by Cooler Master.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Immediately, we're going to be seeing a pistol round happen here. It's going to be Hugo going aggressive, being able to find the first one. Is actually getting and finding Mako there as well. And now they're going to be starting off with a retake immediately. Looks like they're actually going to be rotating back at least one player to go towards shorts instead. Not really sure what they're thinking here, but X-Bound's going to be able to challenge. Does manage to do enough damage to take Lind down. That means that we do have Kriving. It is going to be looking for that one frag, and he's also going to be able to find it as well. That's a smart rotation, even though I highly doubted it to be. X-Bound finds the frag, not going to be any problems, and that is going to be the first round, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I just want to introduce us. My name is Creative. You can follow me on Creative, of course, on Twitter, but I'm also here with Insanity TGTV on Twitter. Make sure to go and follow him. Now, dude, we've seen Little Mix in the first game. Shisha Gaming now, obviously losing the pistol round. Do you think the momentum is going to carry from the previous game to this one?
I definitely think so. And Little Mix obviously doing the a very good pistol round, fairly decent. quite standard. Gets the frag, gets the bomb down, wins the round. It's now going to be up to Shisha Gaming to try and claw their way back in the early game here. Only with Deagles and Armor going aggressive, even finding the first frag. Good start to the round. Shisha might claw this back.
Oh, there we go. Blackbird. Gonna be able to find two. That is, what was his name? Latchshire. Oh, now I get it. Latchshire, do you know what that means?
No clue.
Okay. Latchshire is like playing around. It's a Swedish, you know, what's it called? Subword? What's it called?
Abbreviation? I don't know. It's not really abbreviated. It's more. I don't know.
Suburban word. Can you call it that? I don't know.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah. So latchar means basically play around.
Okay, got it.
It's not spelled that way, but it's pronunciation. I'm just making it harder for you. You're like, what? It's just a word. Like, how can you have 5 different facts about that fucking shit? Alright, here we go. Once again, an aggressive push towards the B side. The terrorist out towards mid is a little bit slow, however, so this could actually go backfire, but it looks like Latch is going to be able to get the frag there onto Criving. Meanwhile, Dope is going to be fighting Tinky Winky XP. Oh, we have a couple of countrymen of yours in the chat right now.
I see this. I appreciate it. Norway represent and all that. Yeah, looking good. Shisha didn't invest too much in this round. Does pretty much go down all around the board. A Locky here with a Deagle, seeing if he can maybe try and find a gun, I suppose, at this point. Little Mix just making it clean. Say that. X1 gets taken down. That's the AK. I doubt he'll be able to retrieve it, but that being said... Ooh. Yeah, Greyer going down. That's 2 frags that Shisha is going to be very thankful for getting. And now we are into the thick of things. We have our first buy round.
Criving's going to be picking up the AWP immediately. Greger and X-Spawn has not decided what to buy yet. Full AKs once again. That is actually something I reckon now. We don't see a lot of AWPs actually being played from Little Mix. Been mostly AKs or like rifles.
I agree. Been a lack of AWPs so far. However, the quick push onto A gets site control, but doesn't have a lot of real estate outside of that. It's a 3v2 so far for the CT. It's going to be a tricky round if a Little Mix does need to get the bomb down. It's a 1v2. Tricky. Greyer going for the fights. Get the first frag. 1v1. Tinky Winky with the M4 down on CT. Does not have a kit in his inventory as of now. However, does have a smoke to work on. Greger looks like he's wanting to get that B plant. It's going to be a tricky fight for Tinky Winky here on out.
Yeah, indeed. And it's not going to be a lot that Tinky Winky is going to be capable of doing or going around. I think Greger already has the information of where he's going to be coming in from. And from what it looks like, it is definitely going to be challenging. Or actually, you know what? Never mind. Well, now he can get the information. Tinky Winky going for the smoke there. Actually, not going to be going for the defuse either. This is a round Greger is just happy about. He could just stay tuned, just wait to see what happens. Gives away his position now. But the bomb is still ticking down. It's going to be tough for Greger. He's just going to be holding on. Now starting to run away, perhaps? No, he gets the frag first, then starts running away. 4 very, very solid rounds coming up from Little Mix as of now, at least.
More of a brawl onto the A side there. Little Mix actually coming out ahead. Greger stepping up, getting that first kill in this 2v1, making that 1v1 actually possible. Bit of a weird smoke coming in from the Shisha Gaming on the end there. Would have liked to see that just go onto the bomb to deny some information for Little Mix. Instead, they end up just giving more information away. Not a big fan of that play. However, we do see some Deagles, we do see some scouts. Could be an interesting round.
Indeed, indeed. With the Deagles, again, we're not watching Norwegians now, but I usually say that Norway is best with Deagles, and this time it kind of might be Sweden backing me up here, or a Little Mix backing me up, as they're going in with the AKs shooting for the stars. Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful kill, though. Cribing the Opper, as far as I know, for Shisha. actually picks up his secondary AWP, the Deagle, and goes for the one tap to the head. 3 versus 4 for now. Looks like the A site's not going to be any problems for Little Mix to take over, but with Cryving also being able to pick up an AK, actually there's 2 AKs out towards mid now, so this could actually turn very south for real quick here for Little Mix.
Managing to isolate a couple of fights there in mid. Not getting a lot of control here. Going to be playing it from under the balcony as well. Gets the first initial frag onto stair and the second one, leaving only the scout in a very tricky position. Even goes for the fight here. X1, great frags all around. Yeah, a good round for Little Mix. I do want to give a bit of a shout to Shisha. They actually do manage to isolate quite a good amount of fights down in mid, and it definitely makes that round a lot more scary than it needed to be.
Yeah, but now all of a sudden though, you gave them a shout out and they took a ram with it, picking up 3 AWPs for this round, having Cryving out towards mid. They have actually 2 AWPs on B. What? Okay, this is a weird strat. This is something that I don't see very often.
I do think there might be a reason why you don't really see this too often. But hey, it might work. Who am I to know? Even gets the frag onto Apps here with a pixel peek. That brings it into a 5v4. Definitely a good start here for Shisha. They do need to start getting on the board when it comes to rounds here. It's still early to say. Little Mix definitely a lot of pressure down here in mid. Bomb laying behind. Goes up con. Looks for the kill. Doesn't get it. Tinky Winky gets the kill. Lin gets traded out. Gregor, nice. Getting twice. 2 kills. Quick succession. Cryving gets the trade in. Going for the peek down ramp. Also with a lot of info here. 3v2. Shisha looking strong thus far, but Bomb has been retrieved and is going A.
I was just thinking about Dope just passing that area right now, seeing how 3 AWP bullets is going to be flying towards us. And it's like freaking SMGs. It's going to be heavy as frick. But now it is Hugo, once again, as you mentioned, all by himself, and he's going to be taken down. That 3-man stack up apparently worked. How? I don't know, but Little Mix was probably not expecting 3 ops to face off against him.
Yeah, making the unorthodox play with the triple orb, actually making it work as well, getting that initial frag onto Apps with the pixel peek. Looking good thus far. However, now we have 3 orbs and what looks to be a quick play coming in from Little Mix. Also important to note, Bomb is still left in T-spawn.
Just like any Counter-Strike game. There's no different from where you're from. You drop the bomb in T-spawn, nobody wants it. I actually played with a gang before, or with a group, and we called I think I was actually playing with Hedon, and was it Hedon? I'm not sure. Anyway, they called the bomb the purse, because nobody wanted to go around with it, with the purse. So it's a pretty fun way to say bomb, I guess.
I mean, it's very true as well.
Yep. Nobody wants to be... the bomb is like Corona. Nobody wants to pick it up. Now, the bomb is heading towards the A side. Cryving is going to be able to get the information. That is the question. You saw that Dope was a little bit afraid to actually go aggressive in that situation. Decides to throw flashes now. They do have the B site, and Dope wants to rotate around. But I'm not sure what they're doing here. They have the B site. Are they just going to force the CTs into battles?
Looks like this. Looks like they want to get the AWP, but I mean, Alaki here gets the flank. Cryving does go down to the ramp, but even that being said, I mean, that's an AWP on CT. That has a lot of effect here. Gets the second frag. It's 2v1. Definitely not a favorable position for the CT. Even goes for the wide swing here. Little Mix, 2v1. Mac-10 close. Smoke between them. I mean, this is a range the Mac-10 is very deadly on. Being allowed to just have fun in the smoke. Probably going to push it. Looks like it is as well. Takes down the AWP. And, I mean, it was a triple AWP setup. One thing to say about that, that's expensive. Yeah,
but it's also like Bestover said in chat. I'm not sure if he meant it as to the game or if he just wants the game to be over, because I'm assuming he's in the finals perhaps now of the bracket. But just going fast against these AWPs should work. I mean, you can't take all 5 downs unless you line up perfectly for it. Now, however, they're going to be going aggressive once again. Gregor is going to be using the SMG. He's going to be able to get 1, but it's going to be Trying to get the second there as well, but Job is going to be there to help him out. Not going to be any problems. Lind is going to be the only player remaining. Might be able to get at least 1 or 2 with that C-set. Once again, I've been saying so many times, C-set is a very strong weapon when it comes down to pistols. And if there were to be anybody going aggressive against him, he could potentially be able to find a Frank. Oh, 14 HP. Well, he did manage to get 1 at least, and he's going to be going down. So 7 rounds on the board. Very one-sided game so far. And I was saying it in the previous game on Overpass that, you know, it could be, you know, the second half, just switching everything around, Sisha being on the T side, for example. But I kind of feel like Mirage is not that type of map. If you're good on the map, you're good on both sides, usually.
Yeah, I definitely agree. There's less of like a close change where all of a sudden one team does dominate. Although we do see that X1 even picking up the initial frag for the terrorist. Good start for Little Mix here. 5v4, that's a position you always want to see yourself in. That being said, though, Lind with the AWP still. I mean, they can fight this out. It's a 2-player setup. Going aggressive in Palace here. That's risky in a 5v4 here. Should he go down, that's pretty much the round already secured. Looks like Little Mix is coming back to set up for an A execute. Even already out, Hugo looking to find the kill. He even gets the first kill, and this is going to be a quick A take, I believe.
Yeah, not going to be any problems for Little Mix once again. Lind and Mako does have the AWPs, however. Haven't seen Mako or Lind pick up the AWP earlier, but actually Mako's been picking up the AWP, but not Lind. But it seems to be working out right now. 2 versus 2. Gregor's going to be going aggressively for the peak. Does find it, and now X-Spawn with the AWP. Yeah, dude. 8-1. Little Mix is dominating at this point. What would you say? First of all, we can both agree that there should be in the pause like 2-3 rounds ago. But other than that, what do you think Shisha needs to do in order to actually successfully defend against Little Mix?
I don't know. Yeah, just a second that I definitely agree with the whole time, I think. I mean, at this point, you might consider just going aggressive mid as a 3-player squad, try and push up, try and get some map info, try and deny something in the form of Little Mix. But, I mean, there's no one right answer at this point. It's all about trying to get map awareness. Right now, we see Little Mix even opting to go for a quick B-split here. Takes down Lin. That should be a fairly open sight. Mako coming from behind, gonna be on the flank. Does get taken down. X1 actually expecting that. That's a 5v3. Granted, the CTs didn't invest too much into this round, but that's a rough start to it. Bombs going down, 5v3. At this point, this is just exits.
Yeah, if you can get it. I mean, Crywing gets 1. Actually, almost gets a second there as well. Blackbird or Lachad is in a good position there to be able to challenge. Now, Lachad in this situation needs, yeah, exactly. Just needs to keep that AK away from the CTs to be able to pick it up. Alaki, on the other hand, is going to be able to go aggressive, go in for the peak there against Gregor, wins that battle as well. The last remaining CT is going to be actually pushing short here. Might be able to pick up an AK for the 7. Picks up the Deagle. He can't seem to find the AK. Or did he see it? It looks like he saw it. Yep, he got it. He got the AK. Oh, he goes down though, however. Okay, I didn't expect that. 9-1.
Oh, you can see the moment where the heart just breaks. All right, bringing up the triple AWP yet again. I mean, Shisha, I'm not sure if I would recommend this. Maybe just even opting just for one singular AWP and going a bit more aggressive with the M4s. I feel like this is just going to be a deja vu where Shisha are going to stand in the same lineup they did already, and then I mean, so far it hasn't really been working out. Lil Mix been actually dealing with it quite well here. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a slow mid take with some aggression here onto Ram.
Oof, great entry there once again from Gregor. I think this is something I'm starting to expecting from Lil Mix though. Here we go with Crywing, not being able to connect the bullet. Mako's going to be going aggressive through this smoke there just to make sure. Oh my god, that's a beautiful headshot. Lachad was not ready for that. Now all of a sudden though, the 2 towers that pushed in towards the A side actually is going to be taken down. That means that the 3 towers remaining needs to figure out a bomb site to go to. And it looks like B might be an option here as X-Spawn is actually on short trying to take the peak. But it doesn't really look like Lil Mix is actually going to be having a plan for this one. They're getting destroyed and they're getting frustrated as well. And now just pushing straight into the crosshairs of Mako, for example. 3 kills for him.
I mean, what a round from Mako here. Absolutely incredible flick onto stairs and then getting 2 later even on in the round. I mean, yeah, I agree. Little Mix looks like a bit of a ruffled team right there. I don't think they were expecting that close contact on ramp, and that kind of put them offset and then the A push gets killed and quenched down, leaving the mid players a bit vulnerable. I think we're going to see maybe the bit opposite here. We're going to see the mid play again, but this might even lead to B split. However, Mako on fire recently, getting the first entry. Loki going to be offing from backside. Gets one frag onto Gregor. The B split definitely coming in here. Blackbird looking to get the kill. Nades out. Doesn't get the kill. However, Dope do. Crywang misses one shot. Get taken down, but instantly trades out. Tinky gets one. Blackbird trades back. That's a 2v2. We have an AWP AK versus a double AK. Some utility on both sides, and most importantly, there is a kit into play. Lin coming in with the flank here. Gets some solid damage. Does not get the kill. However, Blackbird swings wide, gets it, and X-Spawn even brings back Mako. Amazing round from Lil Mix.
Yeah. I just saw something like Shisha Gaming obviously picking up the 3 AWPs, expecting that, you know what, it worked before, it can work again. But when you're having 2 AWPs standing back of B side, trying to take short range shots, it doesn't work out. Like, Lil Mix is good enough to be able to challenge those pretty quick, especially with an AK. You can shoot, what is it, no, actually like up at 7-8 bullets per second. It's like you don't have a chance to face off against it. Lucky now on the other hand, it's in now towards mid. It's gonna be challenging. Does not seem to find the kill, however, but it did do a lot of damage. X-Spawn there with the AWP. Finds the frag on a Mako. Lucky. It's been going aggressive, being able to find Dope. Now it looks like Latchad. Yeah. Good position. Finds the frag. Now it's gonna be looking for a second as well. It's gonna be shots from a Lucky. Does find a frag. Lind as well with the SMG close range. And now it's all done to Hugo. Little Mix is, again, does have the bomb on the site. Haven't been able to go for the bomb plant. Hugo does get the first kill. Actually expecting him to come in for the spawn as well. Tinky Winky just going to be lining up his crossing. That's going to be a third round at least on the board for Shisha Gaming. And we also have Svensk E-Racing in chat saying, welcome Insanity. Amazing cast.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. And again, thank you for having me co-cast with you. Yeah, good round by Shisha there. It gets that round as well. We only see the one op, which I would assume being a better option. As you mentioned, at least playing close quarter with an op is definitely risky at this level. If anything else, Hugo actually getting 2 entries already. Blackbird finding one as well. This round is falling apart from Shisha, even losing Lin. Blackbird going insane with the deagle.
That was 4 kills in just a matter of seconds. What? What? That shouldn't be that shouldn't be allowed. Like, Lil Mix pushing mid, obviously that could be dangerous, but isn't that something that Shisha Gaming should be expecting? Like a push somewhere. It's either gonna be A, mid, or B. Like, play a little bit safer. Take a step back. But yeah,
I definitely agree that artillery nade is a very common strategy on Mirage here. I think you're pointing it out really well. They should just be slowing it down at that point. And here's the consequence of that. Lil Mix starting this round strong.
Well, and this is just a force buy coming up whatever they could buy Shisha Gaming, and I don't think that's going to be helping them a lot. It is, however, going to be a 12th round on the board here for Lil Mix. Something that we could definitely expect. Should be happening any second now. Actually, Hugo kills his teammate there. Not sure if that was intentional. I don't think so. But anyway, 3-12, and that gives me the opportunity to tell you guys about our amazing giveaway that we have together with Cooler Master. You can win a beautiful Master Liquid ML240L V2 RGB by completing this poem we have on Facebook. It's a fill-in-the-blank contest. Air is silver, water is gold, but cooling with blank might be a bit too bold. And one example of that is Insanity's option for this one. Air is silver, water is gold, but cooling with ice cream might be a bit too bold or cold. We haven't thought of it 100% yet. Interesting to see Shisha Gaming actually playing a very slow round. Oh, okay, never mind. You know, forget what I'm saying. Ooh, that is a great play. Greg is going to be able to find one, but Lind obviously there for the trade. This is something we've been talking about so many times before, that trades are very important. And they're going to be able to get the bomb, but now Kriving is the only player remaining. All of a sudden, Little Mix has actually been able to make it work in their favor. Here comes Kriving being able to find first. Looking for a second now, but Hugo goes out with the one tap, and that's 13 rounds on the board. This reminds me of the previous game, Insanity. The pistol round was very important here for Shisha Gaming, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, that's a rough start for Shisha to the half, and it looked basically promising because they spread out so far. It looked like they had the flanks going, but Little Mix were on top of it. Apparently they had the info and managed to really just separate the fight and hit their shots. I mean, that's just absolutely fantastic from the CTs.
There we go. X-Spawn. Yeah, I just need a second, you know, to get some air in my lungs. Now, however, Little Mix once again is just going to be dominating here. They do have the information about a Lucky. Last player remaining does have the Deagle, however, and we did see what Little Mix could do with the Deagles, but 3 versus 1, a Lucky. It could potentially pick up the bomb and just go towards B, but you can see the CTs actually be pretty aggressive here, and I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do. Well, it doesn't really matter. They're actually going to be able to find a frag eventually. So 14 rounds on the board for Little Mix.
Good start to the half for Little Mix. Yeah, I think that comes down to like confidence at this point. They're so far ahead. They also have the SMGs. Also, there's 2 of them pushing, so they have the potential for the trade. It's a fairly decent fight to take, and they don't want to give any uncertainty in the way of Shisha. However, we're going to have both Deagles and AKs. It's a bit of a random buy from Shisha. It doesn't really have maybe what it takes, but Lin gets one, but loses a Lucky on ramp.
All right, here we go. 4 versus 4. The Shisha Gaming doing the best they can. Trying to do the best here, but it is Kriving and Mako actually be able to make it work. Now we have to remember that Dope is still alive, 100 HP. Does get pick up 2 kills. Also gets the bomb. Picks up another SMG. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but it does go in for the frag, and that's 15 rounds. It's a clutch coming in from Dope. Obviously not a lot of HP there for Shisha Gaming, but it doesn't really matter. It is going to be match point, ladies and gentlemen. And I got to be honest, I think it's even going to be GG. I'm almost ready to call GG's.
I would never call GG. It's not over. It's until it's over. We both know this, but yeah, this is looking very rough from Shisha. They do have 2 AKs. They do have 2 scouts. Taking for the mid control. Lind even gets the initial kill here. It is a round that they can win. It's gonna be a struggle.
Yeah, indeed, and it looks like that is exactly what it might be in the end. Oh, there we go. Mako's gonna be able to find a trade, however. This is, I mean, Shisha Gaming, I gotta be honest, once again, they won over the 3-week King of Nordic champions. Not champions, but they held the throne for 3 weeks. And now they are getting destroyed. I'm not sure what the reason is to that. Like, if you win against the Kings, shouldn't you be fairly good team?
Yeah, I agree. It seems weird. It may just come down to the play style of the opponents. Sometimes the opponent just do something that you can't deal with, and that appears to be the problem here. Kriving even calling out GG in game, and yeah, that is 16-3.
Indeed it is. We are going to be seeing Little Mix Talents versus No Mix in the final. A revenge coming up once again here. It's going to be very interesting to see. Insanity, I don't think you will have enough time to follow the final, or do you have enough time?
I do sadly not have enough time.
Yeah, I was thinking. So, thank you once again, Insanity, for joining in. I really appreciate it, especially when my throat is like it is. So really appreciate it, you.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, we're going to be taking a short break. When we're back, we're going to be seeing a Little Mix versus No Mix. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh my god!
Damn! Yo! He's acing it. He's acing it.
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. Only one country to take it all. To show the others who is truly the king of Nordic.
You can qualify into the King of Nordic by visiting one of our partners: Sweden, SwedishProLeague.se; Finland, CSGOFinland.fi; Denmark, esport.dk; and Norway, Gamer.no.
One look and I breathe. One touch feels skin deep. A picture perfect, undeserving. Everything will probably go in and out, one thought, and we break. Airborne as we face misconceptions, picture perfect, a balanced blend, and some pretend. In and out. Get me through all the layers of you. Get me through. In and out.
Rivaldi in poter dire. Oh my god!
Damn. Yo.
guy, dude.
Yo. He's acing it. He's acing it.
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. Only one country to take it all. To show the others who is truly the king of Nordic.
You can qualify into the King of Nordic by visiting one of our partners: Sweden, SwedishProLeague.se; Finland, CSGOFinland.fi; Denmark, esport.dk; and Norway, Gamer.no.
This match is brought to you by Cooler Master.
All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting ready for what is about to be a fantastic Counter-Strike final. It is Lil Mix Talent versus No Mix. So Lil Mix and No Mix. Who is the better one? Is it better to have a little bit of mix, or is it better to have no mix? I don't know. That's what we're gonna be able to find out. Once again, just want to say thank you so much to Insanity for joining in with the cast. Fabelito, bra att du säger det innan matchen är slut, Knas. But it was over. I mean, it was quite clear that it was over, to be fair. Alright, let's see the pistol round. It's gonna be Hugo going aggressive here with his teammate, looking for the first frag. Is actually gonna be able to find it as well. X1 finds Bell. Now we do have a couple of players there. I'm not 100% sure exactly how they are set up, but it looks like they're at least going to be able to. I'm just gonna call them by what it says on the screen. Here we go with beat up, which is actually Lachar. That's something I know. Let me try to figure out who the other ones is. One is Olle. Which one is Olle? I don't know. We can see it on. No, I can't even see that. All right, let's do this. Cat is Olle. Okay, so Cat is Olle. That means that Sportbil is the other one. All right, here we go. Aggression comes in. Just Latchad being able to go for the first one. Yes, indeed, does find a Frank. Looking for the second. It's gonna be taken down from Adam. Dope. Does find it. Great trade again there from MCK. Hugo. Now it comes down to what they're going to be capable of doing here as Hugo finds a second frag. MCK is going to be taken down. Adam is the only player remaining now to do anything in this situation, and he's still going to be in a very awkward position to do anything about it. Ball's going to be going down. Little Mix playing very, very beautiful CS right now. However, X1 is going to be decided to go aggressive in that situation, trying to get an early pick, but that's not going to work out. Rest of the terrorists now just keeping it safe, and there goes the peak. Actually, Adam is going to be able to figure out there is one terrorist just around behind the sandboxes, so it's going to be able to find him. Not going to be the problems. Second round on the board here for Lil Mix. Flash out towards the A site. It's actually going to give them a little bit more room to work with. That smoke, I don't think that's exactly how they wanted to play, but Dope is going to be in a good position to be able to challenge the CT going aggressive here, and just indeed is going to be able to find a frame on it towards Sportspeed. Hugo goes aggressive. Does him a lot of damage there onto MCK. Meanwhile, Ceres is just going to be holding the angle here, waiting for the terrorists to push out, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Hugo is going to be taking down Gregor. Is going to be holding up from CT spawn. Actually does get the frag, does get another one. Adam is gonna be taken down, and now it's all down to Ulle. He only has a USP to work with, but it looks like he's gonna be going for some sort of a big rotation here to try to perhaps pick up at least one frag. Looks like that's gonna be the case at least. Three to nothing, Lil Mix. Looking really decent here. Sorry. Adam goes up for the peak, gets one. It's gonna take it down immediately there from Lachad. It's gonna be able to find even more. X-Spawn throws in the Molotov here, tries to give himself a little bit of room to work with as they're gonna be pushing in towards the B side. It's gonna be Lachad picking up the bomb here, dropping down to join his teammate. However, we do have Sportsbeal standing in a good position here. He's going to be able to find a frag. Yes, indeed. Lutch going to be taken down. That's also an AK being thrown down. Now they're just going to be trying to work together, and that is actually going to work in favor again for Sportspiel. All down to Gregor. One Knas not going to be able to do anything about this situation. Little Mix is going to be losing this round. Also, 2 AKs, 1 M4 is going to be picked up here from No Mix. Not going to be any problems for them to be able to go for a buy for this round as well. Slow play coming up. Little Mix is going to be looking to go towards the A site. Give themselves the best of positions to try to work with here. And we do have our one CT going aggressive. That's going to be a great Frank from Dope. Even though the flash comes in there from Zero, still going to be able to make it work there. Adam. That is going to be a couple of Franks going in favor for Little Mix, and so far they haven't lost a single person so far. And there we go with Lashad finding the Frank onto Adam. 4-1. However, still in favor for Little Mix as they are starting to build some sort of a bag. They don't have a lot of money, but they will have enough money to, if they were to be losing this one, which it doesn't look like they should be. But there is going to be some sort of a stack coming up here from No Mix as well, heading out towards the A side. X-Bomb goes in for this early peek, and MCK is going to be taken down. That is once again very good for Little Mix. Going aggressive again. It's going to be Lachal finding the Frank on towards Ulle. And there we go with again Lachal finding Sportspiel as well. Adam, on the other hand, is going to be able to find Hugo. Does find a second as well. Could potentially be able to pick up an AWP here, and is surely going to be able to do so. Zero, on the other hand, only has an Deagle to work with. Now it's going to be standing towards the B side. That smoke is not going to do anything. And they're actually going to be able to go in for the peak. Here comes a grenade that could do some damage. Yes, indeed, Zero is going to be taken down to 7 to 4 HP. Decides to go for aggressive push here. Gidega is going to be ready for it. Adam has been picking up a AK-47 instead of that AWP since previously, but he could potentially be going back just to try to pick it up. Not going to be any problems. Adam is going to be taken down. 5-1. Vertigo is a very tough map. Last time, I'm not 100% sure, but last time I think when we saw Little Mix playing on Vertigo, they had a lot of issues. I'm not even sure, but I think they faced off against No Mix as well. And here we go, Adam. Yes, indeed. That's going to be an early frag. Hugo's going to be taken down immediately. Meanwhile, Dope is throwing a flash instead of holding his weapon up. That's actually going to be, well, titling that he's going to be going down. Mix still setting up to try to head out towards the A site. You can see that the CT is still very patient when it comes to both of the sites. Adam holding out towards mid here as well. Meanwhile, MCK is actually holding the B side. Here comes the Molotov towards sandboxes, trying to give themselves the upper hand there, just in case there were to be a CT in that area. Now it is Lachai going around the corner. X-Bomb, will he be able to find a frag? He's looking for it, and that's actually going to be favored for Little Mix as X-Bomb and Lachai does find the entries. Great shot there. It's actually going to be going down. Sportspiel, MCK. It's going to be jumping on top. Actually finds a Frank there as well. And that's shot all down to X-Spawn here with an AWP. How is he going to be playing this? He's in a very, very awkward position, but he's also going to be able to go around. He's actually behind right now, and he's playing like there is nothing to lose. Look at that play from X-Spawn. Gets the first. Goes in for the second, actually. Goes in for the knife. He misses. He misses a lot of knife shots, and he's eventually still standing on the bomb. Now they're going for the defuse. They can't seem to find him. MCK, the defuse is happening. He needs to get the kill. He needs to get a kill right now, and he does eventually clutch it. Jesus Christ, what an amazing performance from X-Spawn. That is being called ice cold. No mix should have lost a lot of not motivation but momentum from that round, just as a beautiful play from X-Spawn, going aggressive, just surprising their opponents basically. Incredible shots. Here we go with Adam on the other hand, going aggressive, being able to find the first one. Now the bomb is going to be in his possession actually. Adam's still going to be able to stay safe, just play it slow, calm, and collected. It does find Dope. Might be able to find a third here as well. Yes, indeed, X-Spawn's going to be taken down all of a sudden. We do see also Sportsbeat being able to find Greg at a 1 Knots. Now it's all down to the one and only Lakshar. What can he do in this situation? Well, he's going to be able to find at least a second, but it's still a 1-on-5 situation for him, and he knows it's going to be very tough to try to do anything about this situation as he goes around. He's actually going to be, might be having Adam coming up from behind here as well with the AK in hand. Still just holding the position here. It's going to be eventually taking him down. Beautiful play, second round of the board, but that was definitely Adam just doing a heroic play for No Mix to be able to get back another round. Zero goes in for the peak there with the AWP. Does do a lot of damage here on toward X-Spawn. You can see that most of them has been able to pick up AKs, so that's the only thing they're gonna be able to work with them. Who are you, JP? Can you tell me a little bit more about you? Because I haven't, like, I know that you're here every time Little Mix is playing, and you always hashtag LilFam, but like, do you know the players, or are you part of Little Mix, or what's the dealio? Good position there. Gets a second as well. Hugo Beasts pop up. Nice, dude. And dude, Hugo is a great player. But with this talent team as well, JP is kungen. No, I just had to ask so I know. Because it's fun to know. See JP here all the time. Here we go with X-Spawn going in for deep bomb plant. Still a lead here for Little Mix. Oh, look at this though, coming up from behind. This is a beautiful play. Now they have the information as well. All down to Greg at 1 Knoss. Only player who can do anything in this situation is going to be taken down, facing off against 2 AKs. And yeah, that's just not going to work out. It's a third round on the board here for No Mix. JP for president. Well, maybe that would be a better presidential elect as well. No, maybe you should have joined. Maybe. I'm not saying you shouldn't, or you should, or shouldn't, but I think it could have been nuts. Gesamrink, why haven't I seen you play King of Nordic, dude? Why haven't I seen you play King of Nordic? I miss you guys. It's been like, what is it, 2 or 3 qualifiers now that I haven't seen you? Or are you just gonna participate in one and then just leave me like that? You didn't even call, dude. 4th round on the board. No Mix faced off against mostly pistols there. Now Little Mix is gonna be able to go for a buying once again, but they need to figure out something else to do. They have to figure out what type of execute works out. We have Regionsering games on Mondays. Is that really on Mondays? Don't you have it like all over the week? I thought you could choose. Get it? It's gonna be able to find one, goes down immediately afterwards. We have it Sundays and Mondays. Oh, okay. How's it going for you guys? In which region serie are you playing? Here we go with Olle going in for the peak. Not gonna be able to find him early. That actually goes in favor. Zero is gonna be taken down there as well as it's all down to Lakshar 1 on 2 now. We're playing Invest. What's the team name? Currently 5, so it could be better, it could be worse. True. Tones and I. You're 14-7? That's decent, isn't it? Oh, you have Victus Addicta there. They're a decent team. Decent team. Here we go with beat up or Lakshar. Oh, dope. It's actually going to be able to find the frag there as well on Sportspiel. And you can see that both Olle and Zero is going to be decided to fall back. They've been able to pick up a couple of rounds here now, but they don't have the economy to try to go for this one, especially since it's a 2 versus 5 situation. One against them 16-14 today. Shat the bed yesterday against PGS Angels. Wait, did they wreck you guys? Or what happened? PGS, were they in the beginning? Yeah, they're in the, okay. Yeah, they're decent. Just decent. 16-3. Ouch. Do you play every team twice? Or is it just once? I think it's twice, right? I casted it before. I think it's twice. Yeah. Alright, Little Mix has been able to win the first half here. Excuse me for a second. Now, though, it is once again Molotov towards side. Gidega, everyone. Knall's looking for the first frag. Not going to be able to get it. There we go with MCK. Gidega finds the frag to trade. Going in favor for them. Ooh, there we go. It is actually once again going to be an important frag coming in from No Mix. Still, however, we do have Lakshar and Xpon still staying alive here. That's CT inside the smoke. They're going to be able to figure out where he is. So going to be able to find a frag. 9 rounds on the board here for Little Mix. But Lil Mix Talents is also playing in Regionserien, but in Syd. How come they can play today and not you? Looks like they've moved their game. They're playing Blekingelaget next. That would be a great game to watch. Comes in, Zero. Finds the frag there. Now it is going to be going in favor here for Little Mix once again. 3 versus 2. Well, it's going to be going out aggressive. Might be able to find a frag here. Surely does. Now the bomb's going to be planted, and he's actually going to be peeking in the right area, but not as easy to land the bullet. Here comes Lakshar shooting through the smoke. Goes down to 7 HP. MZK should be able to find the last frag here as well. 5 rounds on the board here for No Mix. Unless there's something nuts happening. No, exactly. And AK being picked up there as well. And the bomb. So 5 rounds on board here for No Mix. Little Mix does have enough money to at least go. No, actually, they have enough money to go for a buy here. As Lutcha has 10k for himself. Xbon has 4.7. Should be, yeah, should be a decent buy coming up here. Full AKs, full utilities as well. Now Lutcha only has 500 bucks to work with. See how they're going to be playing here. It looks like they're going to be heading down towards the A side. It's going to be Adam being able to find 2. It's going to be looking for the 3rd as well. It's going to be rain through the smoke. Does find it. Yep, it's going to be take it down. A 6th round should be on the board here for No Mix. Again, No Mix is a really decent team. I'm not sure if they're playing in Season as well, but you know, it is what it is. Now, this is first half, ladies and gentlemen. That means that we have 6 to 9. Let me tell you about our giveaway that we have together with Cool Masters. You can win an Master Liquid ML 240L V2 RGB. Fill in the blank contest. Help us out with this, or to completing by this. Help us out by completing this poem. Air is silver, water is gold, but cooling with blank might be a bit too bold. Fill in the blanks, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back into the game, because here is the pistol round. It's actually 0 going in for the first frag. Not going to be able to connect the bullets enough. Aggression comes in for No Mix, and they're actually going to be able to surprise their opponents, but they're just running around, getting frags here and there, all over the place. And all of a sudden, it's all down to Xbon and Gregor. What can they do in this situation? It's a 2 versus 2 as for now. Gregor fights a frag. Looking for the next one. It's actually Ule doing a great job. Now, Xbon is going to be looking for that last frag. Obviously, taking his time. Oh, he just find it. That is going to be a very important pistol round again here for Lil Mix. Picking up defuse kits. Making sure to go in for the defuse. Safe enough here. So, that is 10th round on the board. Should we expect a force buy coming up from No Mix now? That's the question. They would like to win it back immediately, because they do still, however, need 4 rounds. And since they lost the pistol round, it's going to be tough. But it looks like they're going to be going for upgraded pistols here. Comes a flash. Bell. Yeah, that is going to be Hugo finding bullets to his head. Gregor, on the other hand, is going to be able to find a trade, so that does make it 4 versus 4. Adam might be able to find a very interesting fight here. They have not been able to figure out just yet. There's Beta. MCK is going to be able to find that frag. No Mix is playing this so smart right now. Still going to be going in for the challenge here, however. It does get the kill as well. MCK just going at it. As for now, finds the last one as well. As Swan Knolls decides to go aggressive. And that is around Little Mix should have had. Is there a pause coming up? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it. It is going to be... again, just a buy coming up. They're, however, going to get ready because they can hear some steps. Xbon's going to be able to get Bell or Sports Cart. Sports Speed. 0. Throwing down a Molotov in towards the sandbox's corner. Bloodshot still just waiting to see if there's anything that's going to be happening. Adam finds Gregor. Hugo's going to be taken down there as well. Great attack coming up. Summoning, are you still here? Are you still here? Ooh, MCK. That is a very important frag for Luckshot. Now it's going to be looking for that last remaining terrorist. Obviously, it's going to be tough to try to get him. Cat is taking his time, but if he were to go for defuse, he does not have a defuse kit, however. He's gonna be smoking off the area. Goes for the defuse, fakes it. That's gonna be a grenade. That's gonna be brought in. Actually takes him down to 17 HP. And eventually he's gonna be taken down. MCK. X-Spawn, that is a very important frag. Looking for a second as well. X-Spawn is going to be able to make it work. However, Adam has been able to find Hugo. Not only that, but Latcher has been taken down. Here we go, 9 to 10. Nomix starting to make their comeback here on the T site. Adam, go with aggressive. Now gonna be looking for the Franks here. Is actually gonna be able to find the first. Gonna be looking for the second as well. Finds it, and all of a sudden, Gregan and Hugo's gonna take it down. I do, however, see that Little Mix is a little bit too aggressive here on the A side, trying to find early frags. Here we go. Yeah, they're gonna be able to find him. Not gonna be any problems. X-Spawn once again getting smoked off in these positions is just making it a lot tougher for Little Mix to do anything in this situation. Dope is gonna get Molotov. Actually missed that Molotov. He does get one. He does get a second. He can't be able to pick up a third. No, he can't. He's gonna be taken down 10 to 10. Nomix making their comeback and actually make this going favor for them as for now. Bai is not gonna be able to come up from Little Mix yet. X-Spawn, ready for that terrorist to push through, and yes indeed, that is actually going to be a very important frag. This time we can see that Little Mix playing a little bit more passive on the side here. I think Hugo is actually boosted up. No, he's boosting up his teammate, I think. Yep. Meanwhile, MCK fighting Gregan. X-Spawn finds one. Oh, actually survives that situation as well. Here comes Dope with the C set. He's going to be looking for the Frangle. He's going to be able to get it. Not going to be any problems. Adam goes in for the peek. Hugo is going to be taken down. Cat. Yeah, it does look like it's going to be going in favor here for sure for No Mix. As they're going to be able to get the plant here as well. Maybe a pause for Little Mix would have been good. Looking for the last frag. Obviously, Latchat is not going to be going showing himself. He does not want to go down. He wants to save this weapon as much as possible, or for as long as possible, basically. Still waiting. It is going to be going in favor here. However, for one Knos being able to find the entry, finds the second as well. It's going to be hiding behind the sandboxes. This is what Little Mix needs. They need to find those Franks, making sure to go in favor for them. MCK. They're going in for the peak here. MCK still alive. He's going to be able to find a frag there on the X spawn, even though it's down on low HP. Ola's going to be going in with the peak here on the AWP. He's actually going to be going for the bomb plant instead. Reverses 2. Oh, here we go with one Knaus. Looking for an early frag. He's actually going to be able to find it as well. Here we go with Ola going down. MCK. Ooh, there we go. Luck shot does manage to get it. It's gotta be able to go for a second there as well. Meanwhile, they're still getting boosted up. Or still waiting boosted here. Oh, they're actually going around the corner. And Gregor is gonna be taken down. They do find a frag quite early there. MCK now going around just using his AWP. He does have Hugo to face off against on the site, however. No, actually, Hugo's out towards mid here. Might be going in for the rotation now soon enough. Here we go with Adam. Lines them both up, but that is going to be both Latshot and X-Spawn going down. And now it's down for Hugo and Dope to try to do something here. Throws down a grenade. That grenade is not going to do as much damage as Hugo would have liked, perhaps. But it's still going to be waiting patiently, and the terrorist is actually going to be allowed to rotate back as well. Comes a Molotov. Ola trying to do as much as he can to prevent them from being able to go for the bomb defusal. Adam lines it up. Not going to be the problem. That smoke is not going to be landed perfectly. All down to Dope. Looks like he is going to be taken down. Yes, indeed, Ola. Another lead coming in from No Mix. MCK getting an early frag. Oof, there we go. Actually gonna be going in favor there as well. Adam, Sportsbill, Ola, and Zero. It's looking like they have everything under control as for now, at least. Spawn, that is some huge play. And now it's just one terrorist remaining, and he's gonna be waiting for him. Fakes the bomb defusal. Well, it's not going to be going aggressive. It's actually going to be allowing this to happen. And yeah, it's not going to be any problems. He's going to be forced to take the challenge here. Ola's going to be able to find it. 13 rounds on the board. There needs to be a pause coming in from Little Mix. They need to start thinking, what can we do? They're pushing towards the A side every single time. And it kind of feels like Little Mix is just not able to defend against No Mix pushing towards A. Now, however, it's actually going to be a push towards B as far as I can see. And they've been actually stacking up 3 members again towards the A side. Here comes the running boost from MCK. Gets the entry. Spawn is going to be taken down. No Mix is just dominating this round this game so far. Vertigo is not the best of maps here for Little Mix. Dope is going to be able to find one, but here comes Sportsbill and Ola. And now it's a 2 versus 2. Lachart does find the information, actually sprays through the smoke there, does do a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be enough to take somebody down. Ola still just waiting patiently just by the stairs. And here it is, a defuse coming in, 12th round on the board here for Little Mix. Ooh, could he get it? He gets two. That's some huge play with the Famas. Using the USP now to try to get a frag, but Adam has a take 9 to work with. Not going to be any problems. Here we go, the rotation. That's going to be a retake on towards the B side once again here. Ola's going to be getting into a good position. Adam only has a take 9 to work with, obviously. It's in favor here for Ola, who has the M4 to work with. 100 HP as well. Does have armor. Now it's going to be going in for the peak. Does look for the first one. Does get it as well. Now they have the information X-Spawn just around the corner. Ola can't seem to find him just now. But goes around and it does get him. 14 rounds on the board here. No mix. This is actually very interesting. Very interesting what is happening. Ooh, great shot there. Lachard does find a frag eventually. X-Mon. It's Adam there as well. MCK and Zero together with Ola. It's actually going to be going in favor from what it looks like. Does find frags here all over the place. Actually turns it down to a 3v3. Couldn't seem to find the other CT standing around. And he does eventually find him. And that's going to be dope going down. Nobody holding mid. And obviously that is going to be making it a lot tougher. Griega is going to be going around. Does find the entry. Oh, the AK fell out of the map. He needs to be quite aggressive here to be able to pick up the his teammate's weapon. But now he's going to be playing it safe. Molotov in towards side. It's going to be failing. Griega is still in a good position. Gets a little bit of damage down. But the bomb is actually heading out towards the A site now. That also means they're going to be able to get a bomb plant. But not only that, they're going to be able to get into good positions to actually be able to hold this bomb plant. What a play coming in from No Mix. Zero just waiting, gets a first and gets a second as well. Perhaps it's Ola's gonna be able to get it. 15 rounds on the board, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we are gonna be having match point for No Mix. Not a lot of money on the board here for Lil Mix. They're looking to try to get the the win here, but it looks like that's gonna be a tough one for Lil Mix. A little bit back and forth, but it's still going to be going in favor here as far as we can see. Now that there's just one player remaining, X-Spawn, and he might be going down to the grenade. Nope, it's actually going to be taken out from MCK. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have the team that is going to be representing Sweden in King of Nordic on Friday once again. It is the team with the most toxic people. No mix, it's yours, King of Sweden. Can we say that? I guess we can say that. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is going to be all for tonight. No Mix does take the win here, even though it looked like Little Mix was going to be coming in, being perhaps the rougher teams. Stora jävla munnar på två av dem, MVH. Well, I mean, sure, I get the frustration, but at the same time, you know, to be able to handle it, you know. Latsar MVP. You actually played really well, not gonna lie, but MVP, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Han satt på liv så ni förlorar ändå. I mean, you're talking very much. That's something I gotta be honest and say. You are very, very, not perhaps toxic, but you know, you have big mouth, and when you lose, you get very quiet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, No Mix is gonna be representing Sweden, King of Nordic on Friday. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah doesn't have any Twitter. Okay, let's see. MCK, Adam, Olle, Sportbil. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys once again on or tomorrow for the Finnish qualifiers, so you don't want to miss that. Thank you guys so much for watching and take care. Bye.
By Valdi in Potegri. Oh my god!
Damn! Yo! He's acing it! He's acing it!
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. Only one country to take it all. To show the others who is truly the King of Nordic.
You can qualify into the King of Nordic by visiting one of our partners. Sweden, SwedishProLeague.se. Finland, CSGOFinland.fi. Denmark, esport.dk. And Norway, Gamer.no.